What's up, family? What's up? What's up? What's up? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city you're coming in from. Let me know what city, what state. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you're representing. Fam, I need you to smash up the likes, smash
What city, what state? If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you're representing. Fam, I need you to smash up the likes, smash.
Okay, got too much going on. Too much going on. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try this again. All right, here we go. What's up, fam? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you're coming in. Let me know what country you're representing. Also, our family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. If you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop first. If you want to skip the line, you can jump into the super chat. The way we do it around here, I go into the topic, then I come back, checking the chat, starting with the super chat, then I work my way over into the regular chat. Fam, if you can, please restrain from using all caps. It makes my head hurt. Also, this is going to be a very spirited discussion, fam. Make sure that whatever your comments that you leave are legible. I know sometimes you guys like do shorthand and stuff like that. I'm not too good at reading that type of stuff. So if you could just make sure that your comment is very clear, very lucid, I'm good with that. I would greatly appreciate it. So going in on this, fam, we got a country that is on fire. We're dealing with pestilence. We got a country that is at war with itself. You got racial tensions higher than ever. Usually, and not to forget, we have a lot of economic disparity and despair. Usually when a country is hurting, people look to the leader, the president, to set the tone, to reassure them that everything's going to be okay. This president, and I hesitate to call him a president because the dude is just such a low life. It's just hard to believe somebody like that could even be like considered as a president, like actually becoming a president. I mean, it's just hard to believe that somebody like that could be the president. Now, I know this is a racist country. I know it's built on racism. It thrives on racism. But damn, if you're gonna go and get a racist like a bona fide Klansman, I mean, couldn't you at least get somebody with some sense of decorum, like some sense of just a little class, you know, somebody who don't go to Twitter and make threats to world leaders, somebody who doesn't take every chance afforded to him to criticize Black leadership, to attack his own mayors and governors, to bully them, and to reopening their states and cities in the middle of a dangerous pandemic, while the numbers are ascending, the numbers of casualties and new cases are ascending. Family, if it had happened for just maybe 2-3 days, maybe a week of him being the president, perhaps I would have been like, man, this is only a dream. You're gonna wake up, Willie. Everything's gonna be okay. This is not real. We don't have a president who attacks world leaders who are our allies. We don't have a president who attack POWs, people who have went to war and fought for this nation. We don't have a president who has dodged the draft, dodged going to war 5 times. A president who has bankrupted multiple countries, with multiple companies, probably bankrupted a few countries too. I'm sure America will probably be bankrupt by the time he get out of here, especially if he gets a second term. Because he uses the American economy as a personal piggy bank. Oh man, we don't have I just would not believe that we would have a president who has bankrupted multiple companies and left an unknown amount of people holding the bag. A president who, before he became a president, robbed hundreds of students of an education in a bogus college scheme. Then one who, before he can become president, actually colluded with a foreign enemy. Not a foreign ally, a foreign enemy. A foreign ally is bad, but a foreign enemy to win the presidency. Today, during, like in the middle of this crisis that we're going through as a result of the cold-blooded, broad daylight murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis, this guy's bombshells, his verbal bombshells, are louder than ever. But Trump, he just talks like he's not the president of the United States. I mean, he has no constructive response to any of the monumental crises now convulsing America. He's abdicated his office. The dude is such a despicable representation of a dignitary. He's not governing, he's golfing, watching cable and tweeting while the nation burns. If there's ever been a president who it is a slam dunk that he not be reelected, it is this one. This is why you know that he had to cheat. First and foremost, the dude is a dummy. He really doesn't have any education. His education was stolen, like everything else, bought and paid for. He should not be the president first and foremost. The dude don't know what to do. He has no type of intelligence whatsoever. So he's been winging it. Imagine it. This is the dude that got the biggest job on the planet, and he's winging it. He's winging it with insults, Twitter blurbs, just making threats, juvenile type threats. It's a world leader making juvenile threats, getting into arguments with women, chatty patty like. He's a chatty patty. I'm telling you, I think the dude plain lands crooked, if you know what I mean. I don't think he's manly. I don't think he's all man. I just don't. Men don't act that way. Oh man, this is horrible. There's no way that legally, ethically, he should be reelected. There's no way. Impossible. It's just no way. When you think of all of where are we? We're 5 months away. We're about 6 months away from about 5 months away from election day. 5 months away from election day. It's no way possible this dude should be reelected. This, I'll tell you, is not for me, this is not a cosign for Joe Biden. It's just that Joe Biden is all that's left. Joe Biden has a horrible history on civil rights. Horrible, horrible, horrible. This is bad, fam. This is bad. I digress. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. We got some new members. Got to recognize the new members. Kathy Amerson. Oh, actually, that's Amerson. Kathy Amerson. Chit Chat with the Nellums. What's up? Show them some love, fam. Show the new members some love. JDSS 414. Who is that? Beauty Magic. Got a lot of new members today. Rudolph Funderburg. Rudolph Funderburg. Was it Josh Stoned? Travis Purnell. Arresty Simmons. And that is Algie Sampson. Show them some love, fam. The newest members to the WillieDLive channel. Show them some love, fam. Greet them. Let them know that they're welcome. Make them feel welcome, fam. I'll say the names again so y'all can recognize them. You should be able to see them, actually. I think they're highlighted in green. Algie Sampson, Aressa Simmons, Travis Purnell, Josh Stone, Rudolph Furterberg, Beauty Magic, JDSS 414, and Kathy Amerson, Chit Chat with the Nellums. What's the meaning behind that? Chit Chat with the Nellums. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see what y'all are saying. Beauty Magic. This is a new day. Trump is toast. Sucker. Yeah. Brett Watson. We don't have a horse in the race, Willie D. Yeah, I know, dog. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough, bro. Papa D, make them read these Nikes. You dig? All I gotta do is catch them slipping. I see Miss Michi on moderator duties. Show Miss Michi some love. So is China White. What's up, China? Show my moderator some love, fam. They're gonna keep the chat healthy. Make sure those trolls stay at bay. You know, this is one of those shows where Trump trolls come out. Boy, they say anything about Trump, boy, they just start, yeah. It's like they're doing this here while they stroking a plastic doll of Trump. They love him so much. Like he can do no wrong in their eyes. It's like, boy, they'll do anything Trump say. Boy, I've never seen grown folks act so childish. I've never seen them act so like just delusional. I've just never seen grown folks just follow so blindly. It's the blind leading the blind. A lot of these people claim to be intelligent. Once you tell me that Trump is your leader, once you tell me that you respect Trump, your whole credibility is shot. You have no cred whatsoever. I don't believe you. I don't trust you. I don't respect you. If you're a Trump supporter, it's something wrong with you. And I know you're probably thinking, well, I finished school. Well, I have a degree. Well, I own a business. You're still slow up top. There's something wrong with you and your children because you teach them. They're getting their lessons from you. Something is wrong. I don't trust you. I don't trust your decision making. If you follow Trump, no way possible. Oh no, I don't trust your decision making. Patrick Jester, what's up, Pat? Family, welcome Pat to the channel. Patrick Jester and Trey Davis. What's up, Trey? Welcome to level 2. Show him some love, fam. Darian, what's up, Darian? I've been sick to my stomach. I'm so tired of my people dying by the hands of police. I'm really struggling. I love y'all. Love you back, homie. Yep. That's what it is. Who was that? Great test. Great test. Manalay? Yeah. Great test. Biden isn't the answer, but he's better for 4 years. It's better than 4 years. 4 more years of the Orange Man. It's better than 4 more years of the Orange Man. Man, to have no president at all is better than 4 more years of Donald Trump. Did you hear what I said? To have no president at all is better than 4 more years of Donald Trump. Now think about that. He got a country that's burning, and he got people that's rioting, people that's feel disenfranchised, people that feel unheard, like their feelings don't matter, like their lives don't matter. He have people screaming to the top of their lungs, not just Black people, all kinds of people screaming to the top of their lungs that they want police reform, they want justice. And the only thing this sucker can think to say is, when the looting starts, the shooting starts. They will be met with vicious dogs and ominous weapons. Sound like something you probably would say maybe to a foreign enemy or something. Ominous weapons, vicious dogs. You know what needs to happen? The protesters need to start showing up with pit bulls for those damn dogs, those German shepherds. Then let's see how that go. Everybody needs to have a pit bull, walk around, just have a pit bull in their car. So when they let that damn dog go, let that pit bull go. Now let's see what's up. Let's see what's up then. Then let's see what's up. Anthony Mitchell, what up? Orlando, what up? Willie D, love your music. Been following since loved by a few, hated by many. Yeah, appreciate you, homie. Who is that? Robert Dredden. What up, brother Willie D? Be safe out there. Absolutely. Appreciate you, Rob. Absolutely. Park Rob, Richmond, Virginia, in the building. Larry Harley in the building. Gail Werner. Trump said, first week of Corona, it is what it is. What is he going to say now? You know, he flip-flop, man. Like this sucker, he can't be trusted. Ain't no telling what he'll say. Julio Castillo, Willie D, how many rounds will you knock out Trump? Come on, dog. I would, you know what? If I had to fight that dude, I wouldn't knock him out in the first round. I'd punish him. But you know, the thing about it is that even if I tried to like extend the fight to maybe 3 rounds or 4 or 5, if I tried to extend it, this sucker fall down. He'll hurt. He'll get hurt fast. Because even if I just barely tapped him, his ass will hurt. Because he a chump. You know, he ain't got no fight in him. He not manly. You know, everything he got with his money. Even with the respect that he got from money. Keeping people off his ass is with his money, never with his fist, you know, never with his hands, you know, his legs, everything. You know what? This guy wants to fight me. Take care of that for me. This guy wants to fight. How much will it cost for you to stay off my ass? $1,000? Man, I don't know, man. I'm only in the kindergarten, man. If I ask my dad for $1,000, it's gonna raise a red flag. Give me the $1,000, I'll kick your ass, Trumpy. I bet that's what? $1,000 payoff. Scared as hell. No, it wouldn't last at all, fam. I'd have to really pull back for him not to quit. I can just hit him anywhere, he'll quit. Hit him in the side, and hit him in the side, anywhere in the stomach, like in the kidney, like, oh man. Anything, even you hit him on the chin, the chest, hit him on the elbow, the arm, anything. His ass will quit. What's up, Tina James? What it look like? Curtis Johnson, I see you. That's actually Curtis Jordan. J. Michael Armstrong. Renee A says, America is on fire. It is. see. Bartholomew New Brown. Willie D speak to the young black men and drop down gems on them. Okay. Got it covered. The police horse video. Did y'all see that? There's a guy out there that has a police horse video, but it's not a police horse. I heard it's not. I heard that the guy actually rides around. Did they say what city was that? Atlanta or Minnesota? I mean Minneapolis. They say he rides around on a horse all the time, and the guy just was riding on his horse, but he was acting like he had stolen a police horse. And he filming it. It's like, yeah, I just stole this police horse. It looked real, but somebody exposed him and said that it was fake. But I thought it was funny, man, for a cat to steal a police horse. See truth, what is that? Revealter, the revelator. Okay. If Biden ends up winning the election, Native Black Americans must take the opportunity to make him and the Democratic Party bend to our will. You got to make him bend to the will before he gets in. Because once he get in, he don't owe you nothing, and he ain't got to do nothing. That's the thing, fam. Keep that in mind. With politicians, you got to make them accountable before they get in. Well, actually, you got to decide what you want. You got to tell them what you want. You got to make your deal before you put them in office. You can't give it to them first and then try to make a deal. You got to make your deal first. This is what we want. Woo, woo. Now you make a certain set of promises. Then if you don't take care of that, then you just make sure you don't get reelected. Politicians love their jobs. They don't like being knocked out of office early. They like going full term or having as many terms as possible. For the presidency of the United States, that's a 2-term limit. So trust me, once he get that first term under his belt, it's a great feeling. It's just a very cushy job, a cool job with a whole lot of benefits. Yeah, it can be stressful, but there's a lot of benefits. And they're not trying to be a one-term president. There's only, in the history of the US, been about 2 or 3 presidents that have been one-term presidents. You don't want to be in that number. But like I said in my opening statement, if there's any person who's ever deserved to be a one-term president, it's him. He is absolutely one of the absolute worst. And we're talking about a country that had slave owners as presidents. He's one of the worst. Anthony Kirkett. Welcome to the channel. Show Anthony some love, fam, the newest member to the channel. Show him some love, fam. Who is that? Salim Fields. Thank you for your coverage, bro. Absolutely. Appreciate you, Salim. Lamont. What's up, Lamont? Lamont is on moderator duties. Yeah, we strong in the chat today. We strong. We got 3 moderators in here on the lookout, on the hunt for the Trumpettes. They taking care of business because I hadn't seen one of those suckers yet. All right. Michael King says voting is not going to get it done. Voting alone is not going to get it done. Voting strictly on national platforms or for national elections is not going to get it done. You have to vote. If you think voting for presidents is important, I'll tell you this, voting on a local level is much more important. So if you're voting on a national level and you're not voting on a local level, you're hustling backwards. You must participate in local elections. Your local elections are where your judges are. And they love it. They love the fact that a lot of us are asleep at the wheel when it comes to local elections. I mean, they just absolutely adore us for that. Because they slide right through the cracks and they just be down there, just be up in those courtrooms and municipalities, just doing all kinds of dirty things to us. And we have no idea. We don't know who they are till we go in front of them. And by the time we go in front of them, it's too late. But we could have done something before they ever got in. But we was too lazy, or we was just unconcerned. I'm telling you, and I'm not the only one to tell you this. You've been hearing it a lot lately. Local elections is where your vote is going to count most. Local elections can impact your life more immediately than national elections. You'll see almost immediate results. Also on a local election, you can actually reach out and touch your local officials. You can see them. You can get up close to them. You know, the higher these people get up the ladder, like on these national platforms, the more difficult it is to reach them. Think about it. The higher they get, the more difficult it is to reach them. But if they're down there on this local level, you can actually walk right up to them. You can go sit inside, you can go into the courtroom. I mean, you can go into City Hall and sit in on meetings. Right there, your mayor is right there. You're just a few feet away from your mayor. 4 or 5 times a week. Your city council people, 4 or 5 times a week. You can go right in and sit in and listen to the commissioners and the county judge talk. Boom. You can have a meeting like this and set up a meeting with the city controller. These are the people who run it, fam. School board. Sit there and sit in the meetings with the school board. Right there, right in your face, just like that. Bam. You can get phone numbers. A lot of them ain't even tripping on giving you their personal cell phone number. So you can meet these people early on and affect your lifestyle, have a direct say-so in your lifestyle, in your way of living, your everyday way of living. Right there, these people, you having conversations with these people. Then when they go to the next level and they become a senator or a state rep or a congressperson or even the president, you already have a relationship built. You already know them. These politicians aspire to go as high as they can, most of them. They aspire to go as high as they can up the ladder. So just like in corporations, when you work for a company, you're not just trying to be a manager. You're trying to be the CEO. You're trying to be the COO. You're trying to go as high as you can up that ladder. Politicians are the same way. Learn your politicians, know them early. Local voting, fam. When you vote on a local level, get to know who these people are running for judges, get to know their backgrounds. So that way you end up in one of their courtrooms, oh man, this is the guy I voted for. I think this guy's gonna give me a fair shot. We ain't saying that this guy is going to let me off. This guy is going to be biased. This guy is going to show me some type of favor. No, this guy is going to give me a fair shot. That's all we're looking for, a fair shot. Got a new member, Walter Young. What's up, Walt? Welcome to WillieDLive. Show Walter some love, fam, the newest member to the channel. Walter Young. Dub Y, what up? Welcome to level 3. Yardley, what's up, Yardley? Yardley Morris says, more Black love relationships by the block and more Black people in the justice system. Much love, Uncle Willie. Yeah, absolutely. Need that representation. And check this out too, fam, you'd be surprised. But some of you that's listening to me right now, you have the credentials to get elected. You have the credentials to run for local, office, for local government. You have the credentials. It's not as complex as you think it is. All you do is go out there and, get you some signs and stuff together, like get some people behind you and start letting them know what you about. Put it out there, let them know you out there. Then next thing you know, people start believing in your message, and then next thing you know, it's election time, you voting and damn, upset win, bam, you got it. But I would advise anybody before they run to get the public familiar with you first, like get into the community first and start putting some work in so people know your name. That way, when they see you on that ballot, they go like, oh yeah, I know them. I've been seeing them person out there. I've been seeing that name. Oh yeah, I know. Put the work in, put some work in first before you run. But I've also seen people that hadn't put no work in and just out of nowhere just run. And because they run a strong race, end up winning. These people that's in office, these judges and these DAs and controllers and commissioners and reps, man, these people are just like us. They're just human beings. They're just like us. It's just a different job that they're holding. So if you want to do that, you can do the same thing. I see Serena is up in this building, What's up, Serena? How do you even become a candidate and raise funds in your local elections? Well, I just gave you the game a little bit. Like I said, you start with the people that know you. Start with people that's around you. Get those people to share your flyer. Get your flyer together. Get them to share your flyer. Get them to donate. Get them to come out to your event, to your fundraiser. Start with your core people. And, if you're one of those people that's hesitant about asking folks for money, you shouldn't be when you're running for office, because they're getting something in return by voting for you. They're getting a public service. They're getting access to your power by donating to the cause. So when they need something, they can get you on the phone a lot faster because they're a donor, and not just because of, and not just, it's not just about getting you on the phone. They can know what your platform is, and because they respect your platform and they like what you stand for, they'll donate with the expectation that you're going to do what you said you was going to do, or you're going to do what they anticipate that you're going to do. You see? So they're investing in themselves when they invest in you. So when you ask for donations as a political candidate, that's not begging, you know, that's fair exchange. You're providing a service. And I can tell you, it's a lot of people out there that is not for the people. So if you're one of those people that's going out there and you're for the people, then you really shouldn't have a problem, you know. But there are people that ain't even for the people that get that concept, and they have no problem going out there, you know, telling people this is what I'm doing. Not only would I like your vote, I'd like your financial support, because those signs ain't going to print themselves. Those signs ain't going to draw themselves, you know, they're not going to create themselves. Those TV and radio ads are not going to run themselves. That staff that you need is not going to work for free. So, you know, it costs money to run a successful campaign. Sometimes you can get away with it. You know, sometimes people get by with a little or nothing, but it costs something. It ain't free. So I would say you start with the people that know you. Start with your family and friends. That's where you start. You know, start there. But I would say before you even start going to your family and friends and asking for support, I would say build your resume up in the community first so people know who you are. If they already know who you are, you stand a better chance of knocking off your opponents, because oftentimes the people is going to vote based on name recognition. Sometimes these people ain't even out here doing no work, but because they got name recognition, they get voted into office time and time again. Some of these cats out here in politics are straight trash. They ain't never did nothing. They ain't got nothing that anybody that's living in their community can point to and say, yeah, she did this, he did this to enrich my life. They have nothing to point to, not one thing. Some of them been in office for 10, 20, 30 years. Right now, every last one of y'all that's listening to this broadcast, y'all can think of at least one person in your own city, in your own community, whose name you know, but you can't think of one thing they did to actually enrich your life. Dirty man, to quote a legend, it's time to step on some toes, you dig? Appreciate you, homie. Quoting one of my old songs, Do It Like a Geo. First song I ever wrote for Ghetto Boys. Yeah. Serena, what if you're a felon? Can you still run? It depends on the city you're in. Depends on the city you're in. Depends on your state. You have to look at the state, because each state has different laws when it comes to some states allow you to run automatically when you're a felon once you complete the conditions of your sentence. So the conditions being whether you have parole or probation, you finish your time. Once you finish your time, if you have parole or probation, once you finish that, your rights are automatically restored. So you have to look up your state and see what your state says about running for office. And also running on a local level and a federal level is different. Some states allow you to run on a federal level, even with a felony. You can run on a federal level, but you can't run on a local level in some states. It's crazy the way they do it. In other states, if you're a felon, you have to get your rights restored by a judge. So a judge that's in a judge that's in that jurisdiction where you got your case has to reinstate your rights, fully reinstate your rights in order for you to run as a felon. So you need to take a look at what your state laws say about running for political office. The trumpets has to go. A. Smith, I see you. Garden Boys, the Pass Down Show. Love you, OG Willie D. Thanks for the inspiration. Absolutely. Appreciate you. What's up, Anthony Mitchell? Papa D. Pat Dub. Ron J. What up, Ron J? Ronald Finkley. Walter Young, I see you. What's up, Quintessential? I see you. Salute Rage. Salute Silent Rage. Silent Rage. Need a little of that right now, huh? Silent Rage. Nakia Shelby. What's up, Nakia? See what Nakia talking about. Do you know who's heading the March protest in H-Town with the family coming up? My son wants to go, but I'm nervous because these fools that aren't for the cause are the ones inciting violence. I don't know, but I could find out. Yeah, it wouldn't be difficult to find out at all. In fact, I'll try to find out for you right now. Let's see. Okay. All right. So you have to get back with me on that. Send me an email and I'll hit you back on it. mail@willied.com. Thanks for the info. I guess I have to pardon, even though it happened over 20 years ago. Yeah. You know what, though? You may want to check. You may want to check the record, because sometimes, even with a felony, sometimes a judge, when you complete your sentence, sometimes a judge will put in the language that that your rights are restored. So you may want to check, pull the record and see what it says, see what the final order says in that case. It may be, you may be good. And again, fam, this is why I said it's good to know your local officials, because when you need you need some help, you need some assistance, you can get somebody on the phone. And even if you don't know that person directly, if you're already engaged, then the person you know might know that person and have a close relationship with them. So it is important to get involved in local politics. Don't let nobody tell you different. I do believe that a lot of people say that, say that it doesn't matter and all this type of stuff. They say it out of frustration, and I get it. I've been frustrated for a long time too, but I've seen it work. I've seen the other side of it. So I know what it is. The problem is so many people get in and they just sell out. I know a few people that has gotten in and has not sold out, and they get work done. I also know people who has gotten in and has not really went one way or the other, not went left or right. They stay right in the middle. They don't cause no waves, and they just make sure that they get reelected. So basically they don't do anything, which is really a waste because they're wasting a seat, wasting that power, and the public is getting nothing. But they figured out a way to finesse the system in order to continue to get reelected. No, I was talking about, I see you, Isaiah. I was talking about not voting on this for this presidential election. That's what I was talking about. I'll never tell somebody not to vote locally. But even when you're voting locally, even on a local level, I'm still not going to reward bad behavior. If I think somebody's just unworthy of my vote, I'm not going to vote for them just to say I voted. You know? It's because here's the thing about voting, like for this election. Every election cycle, Black folks vote out of fear. Every single election cycle since day one, since the first time we started, we've been voting out of fear. Oh, we can't let this person get in. We got to get rid of this person. Oh, I'm going to be your savior. I'm going to make it happen. And we get nothing time and time and time again. You know, so even if everybody go to the polls this time, if Joe Biden don't make some strong promises that we feel like he's going to keep and we get him in office, first of all, he has to keep those promises because he knows that he won't get the same people that get him elected the first time is going to have to get him elected the second time. And then he knows if he don't keep those promises, he won't be reelected. Same thing with Trump and making his promises to the KKK. He knows he has to keep those promises or else he's not going to get reelected. He's going to have to go to the same people to get reelected. So my thing is that if you're not going to give us anything, why would I vote for you? If you're not going to give us what we want, why would I vote for you? Why would I do it? And why would you do anything for the next 4 years, 4 to 8 years? You don't have to, because we haven't demanded anything from you and you haven't given us anything. You don't owe us anything. So you're just going to do what you want to do and then come back with another pretty speech the next 4 years and say, well, you know, I'm going to make it better this time around, and then trick everybody. And once you get in for that second time around, you can do whatever you want to do. So this is what they've been doing all of these years, just playing the same game every year. It's the same thing. And if Joe Biden don't play ball this round, he damn sure is not going to play ball the second time around. And it's going to be the same people coming next 4 years with the same fear tactics. Oh, we can't let such get in, because, you know, they'll probably have another Donald Trump style Republican. So, oh, we can't get him to vote, so we may as well vote for Biden again, and da-da-da. It's the same old cycle. But what you think will happen if we held our 17 million votes? And we say, no, y'all box it out. You know, go ahead on and box it out. What do you think will happen then? We ain't getting shit out of it anyway. But if we hold our 17, we hold our 17M, and the next time come around, they're gonna be like, man, they was serious, man. Shit, man, I gotta get them 17 mil, man. I gotta get them. All right, man, what y'all want? Then they're gonna be going to the other ones. They're gonna be going to all of the other liberals who was like against reparations. Look, they're telling us if we want to get back in power, we're going to have to agree to reparations. Okay? I'm just telling you. They're going to do it. They have no choice. This politics, it's about power, bro. Each one of those seats in, whether whether it's the House or the Senate, whether it's city council, commissioner, or mayor, all of those seats, whether it's a Democrat or a Republican that gets in that seat, the seat wields the same amount of power, and it pays the same amount of money. It pays the same salary, and it wields the same amount of power, no matter who gets in that seat. So what are they fighting over? Because we know they ain't fighting for morality. We know they're not fighting for us. We know they're not fighting to end police brutality. So what are they fighting for? Power. This is why they're boxing each other. They are boxing for power. Silent Rage, blacks don't even own this protest. The white supremacists hijacked it and got blacks looting alongside them to take the heat. This is not about Mr. Floyd anymore. Wake up. As usual, I don't know what that last piece says, but I can tell you this: it's still about Floyd. It's still about George Floyd. But I hear what you're saying. But it's still about him. It's two stories now that has developed. One is the looting and the vandalism. That's being sensationalized because that's what's being reported on mostly. All of the chaos. And then the other is what the initial protest was supposed to be about, just peaceful protesting and, fighting for justice. So it's unfortunate, but we already knew this was going to happen. Vandalism and looting is a byproduct of protest from time to time. Not always, but from time to time. Looting and vandalism is going to happen if people start protesting injustice. Who is that? Trey Holmes, Arizona governor, issued a statewide 8 p.m. curfew because an Apple store got looted in Scottsdale last night. That's right, protect that property. They wouldn't issue a statewide curfew if the police shoot somebody, or even if a person shoots somebody, a citizen shoots another citizen. No curfew. Apple store gets looted, curfew! Only in America. B. Francis, hold these large companies accountable for the lack of jobs. Don't leave them out. They are bribing the politicians. No justice, no jobs, no peace. What's up, Marshawn Morgan? I see you. Was that Rad Love? Eugene Brewster. Welcome the newest member to the channel, fam. Eugene Brewster. Welcome to level 1, the newest member to the WillieDLive channel, Eugene Brewster. A lot of new members today. Subwoofer, I see you. C. Butler says, Rage Against the Machine. Curfew in Florida is 9 p.m. You know, and I can't help but think that some of that looting and vandalism is also a byproduct of people being like restricted to staying at home for a couple of months. People just want to get out, and so you're getting like all of this energy, a lot of energy that's being thrown around out here at these protests, because people have had all of these pent up frustrations, everything from being quarantined to being disrespected and brutalized by the police. Desmond Works, Louisville in the building. What's up, Louisville? Adrian McClarty, Omaha's curfew is 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. I don't know how much that curfew is going to stop anything. Subwoofer checking in, I see you. I don't know how much that curfew is going to stop anything, because people got on masks, so it's not like they got to do a whole lot to conceal their identity. Everybody's got on masks. So you got a mask on and a baseball cap or a hoodie, it's going to be hard to identify you. Kissed in Crimson, what up? Cool Cat Meow says the end times are fast approaching. People are tired of being sick and tired. B. Francis, nah, man, people broke out here. That's why they looting. Mr. Floyd was looking for a job, but couldn't find one. That's why he tried to pass that 20. I ain't gonna go that far. I don't think that's it. There's no proof that he was looking for a job, and that's why he passed the 20. I tried to pass the 20. You know, a $20 bill, it ain't like he had a few hundreds, or he got caught with a bag of counterfeit money. It's a $20 bill. Anybody can get caught up with a $20 bill. Anybody. You know, a lot of times I often forget to check money like that, like check 20s and 10s and 5s and stuff like that. You know, it's easy. You get a $100 bill, you go boom, you know, and I just take for granted when I get hundreds from the bank, I don't even check it. You know, like I don't really pay attention to $100 bills like that. So if it get past the teller at the bank, then it's probably going to get past me. But we're talking about one $20 bill. But also, you know, people ain't got no jobs. People have not had jobs for a long time, and people still ride. people would still loot. Looting has nothing to do with not having jobs. Looting is about opportunity. I can guarantee you that a number of people that was out there looting have employment. I can guarantee you that. But they saw an opportunity and they went for it. You know, like, I'm not saying that they making millions or something like that, but I bet you if a person got a job, you got a 9 to 5, or, you know, maybe you got a salary job, but it's only, you know, 50, 60,000 a year. You roll up on you out there, you know, you break it into an Apple store. They got products in there that cost $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. A phone costs $1,000. Everybody else doing it. It's wide open. Ain't no police. You know? Oh yeah, I'm sure it's people out there with jobs. Everybody out there wasn't broke. Everybody out there was not unemployed. I see some people are writing in caps, fam. I have to remind you that, you know what, I'm gonna just start saying it at the beginning of each broadcast, that I do not read all caps comments. It makes my head hurt. I gotta make that part of my opening because I still see people writing in all caps. It's hard to read them also. Like, I just wanna remind you that if you have something to say and I see it and it's worth like actually sharing with audience, I will share it. Yeah. Who is that? Daniel Smith. We appreciate you. Newark, New Jersey. Appreciate you, DS. Actually, that's not, I said, damn, that's Darnett. Is that, well, those words are small, boy. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can make that a little bigger. I want to get your name right. That's Donald Smith. Donald Smith. I think I got it. Okay, I appreciate you. Welcome all new members. Peace, Lady G. What's up, Lady G? Wynn Walker. What's up? Matt Foley. RBR Network for Women. What's up? I like that. Network for Women. I like that. I like how that sounds. We rejected Obama because he wasn't Malcolm X, paving the way for Trump and Putin. It's on us. Let's see, Kathy Emerson. Corey Porter. Appreciate you, Corey. Serena, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Desmond Work says the police are instigating the protesters in Louisville. You know, the police is the reason why we're here right now, so you can't put anything past them, right? You know, that's what they do. That's what they do. Antagonize, agitate, instigate, brutalize, murder. That's what they do. It's a culture. Wynn Walker just became a member, fam. Show him some love. Wynn Walker. Show love, fam. Thaddeus Jones II. I see you. What, Thad in the building. TJ. Dex H, I see you. What's up, Rick Boogie? SG say they hijacked it. Miss Michi call them paid agitators. Exactly. So Jenny Simon says, I was wondering what was going to happen when we opened the economy and there wasn't any more supplies coming in from Asia where it's all made. Good question. Nate Psych Ward King. Police is the largest hate group in the world. It's a lot of hate groups, man. I think the police is a microcosm of the hate groups in the world. Now, if you say gang, I would say they're the largest gang hate group. Gang hate group, yeah. Gang hate group, yeah. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. No question. Man, LA, nah, that's too early. LA has a 6 p.m. curfew? Eris Roxy says LA has a 6 p.m. curfew. That seems really early. For anybody that's listening that's in Sacramento, I will be in Sacktown Friday for a participating in a protest. I will not be marching. I will not be holding any signs, but I will be speaking. So y'all know I don't do the walking thing and in front of the police and I don't do all of that. But I will be speaking at the Capitol of California on Friday. So if you know, make sure you go. Well, now that you know, make sure you go. Okay, fam, I'm gonna shut it down. I'm gonna give some final shout outs and let you enjoy the rest of your day. Let's see. Let's move over to the super chat. LG Sampson, Aresi Simmons, Travis Purnell, Josh Stone, B. Francis, Rudolph Futterberg, Beauty Magic, RBR Network for Women, JDSS 414, Beauty Magic, Ron J, Ronald Finkley, Miguel Werner, Kathy Amerson, well, I'll say Amerson, Chit Chat with the Nellums, Pat Dub, Papa D, Brett Watson, Pat W, Patrick Jester, Anthony Mitchell, Trey Davis, Darian Schultz, what is that? Great Manley. Can't get that one, man. It's kind of bunched up together. It's hard to, it's not separated. But I got the greatest. How about that? Garden Boy Kings, A. Smith, Robert Dredden, C. Truth, The Revelator, Anthony Kirkett, Solomon Fields, Serena Santiago, Walter Young. I think I called out Beauty Magic. Yep. If I didn't, I'm saying it again. Eugene Brewster, Corey Porter, Dirty Main 1, Quintessential, Silent Rage, Nakia Shelby, Rad Love 1, Marcine Morgan, Trejo, B. Francis, Subwoofer, Donald Smith, Desmond Works, Wynn Walker, Thaddeus Jones II, and Nate Sight Ward King. I appreciate y'all, fam. Until next time, y'all be careful out there, fam. No more talk.